Immerse yourself in the profound insights offered by Father Chuck Belmonte as he delves into daily reflections on various gospel passages from the Bible.
How big is God? Many have likely seen the stunning photos from the James Webb Space Telescope, which show thousands of galaxies. Not just stars, mind you, but galaxies, each of which is filled with trillions of stars. Now imagine those thousands upon thousands of galaxies condensed down into an infinitely dense point, the size of nobody really knows, but let's say the size of a baseball. Something like this is the picture we have of the Big Bang Theory, which describes the beginning of our universe. It may or may not be what actually happened, but we can conceive of it as a possibility. I mention the possibility merely as a way of wrapping our minds around what is involved in the Incarnation. The creator of all those galaxies and every atom and quark in them, the infinite source of the being and goodness of whatever exists, constricted himself down to the size of a baby, to the size of an embryo. St. Paul says that Christ emptied himself of his divinity and took on our humanity. Do we quite understand how radical a claim that is? The Incarnation isn't like Apollo or Zeus appearing to someone or taking control of a human body for a while. Those gods are localized entities, not as vast as the entire universe. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, is bigger than the universe itself, all that is hard enough to get our heads around. Actually, I don't think we can ever really get our heads around it. We don't even know what dark matter is, or what's inside a black hole, or why the Higgs boson does what it does, whereas God not only knows those things completely, He made them, and they only continue to exist because He is keeping them in existence. The difference between that mind and our minds is like the difference between a cherry tomato and the entire galaxy. Only now you need to multiply that difference by the biggest number you can think of, and you'd still not be close. Okay, so now try to get your head around this notion that God actually loves us. Not only does He take notice of us, like you might notice a moderately interesting pebble at the beach, which would be startling enough. There has to be more interesting stuff to gaze at in the universe than me. There are more interesting things on this desk than me. But God not only notices, He actually loves us. How do we know that? Why would we think that He even cares? Christians believe that the evidence for this all-pervading creative love is found in the Incarnation. A God bigger than we can even imagine chooses to become incarnate in an embryo smaller than we can see with the naked eye. It certainly turns everything upside down. He did so to make us children of so wonderful a Father. Do not forget, anyone who does not realize that he is a child of God is unaware of the deepest truth about himself.
I would be delighted to extend an invitation to you once again tomorrow for another insightful reflection on the Gospel by Father Belmonte.